Woburn. I'm your host, Samantha Stone, and I have a smile on my face, and I'm going to giggle because before we started recording, I made a comment of, my husband and I were just arguing about baby gates, and I just want everyone to be very clear. We are not having a baby. We are getting a puppy on Wednesday, and we are trying to puppy-proof my very not puppy-proofed house. We are full of adult children, and as I've been looking around my home, I'm realizing how much is dangerously at puppy level. So that is a fun exercise for us. But in any event, welcome to the Day in Woburn. This is the holiday season. There is so much going on around the city. I'm thrilled to feature two things today with you and encourage you to continue to check out calendars and look. The library has a bunch of programs. We're not going to specifically go over. Woburn Rec has a bunch of programs. And so definitely there is no shortage of things to keep you busy. But today we're going to start with something that I think is really important as a community, and a really special activity. And I'm thrilled to welcome Emily and Dale to talk through the lighting of the menorah ceremony that will be happening in the Common. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you for having us. Thanks so much. We're happy to be here.
I'm really glad that you're here because, it is always a lovely ceremony and really fun. And to be really clear, this is a ceremony for our entire community. Certainly the lighting of the menorah is a Jewish tradition, but it is something that welcomes everyone across the community to take part in. And if you've never participated before in this or in a similar activity, it's really beautiful and fun and festive. And I strongly encourage it. But also this year, I feel like it's particularly important with everything happening around the world and here at home to support our Jewish neighbors and be there for each other. And there is a wonderful program that has started. And this year, Woburn Welcomes is a part of that and helping to support that activity. Emily, tell us a little bit about Woburn Welcome's involvement and how that came to be.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. So when you talk about the menorah lighting and this, wonderful community event, this year's event, Woburn Welcomes has partnered with some members of our Jewish community because we wanted to expand and highlight the importance of the season and the idea of light in the darkness and supporting peace. The sort of two key words for the menorah lighting this year are inclusive and peace. Right? The title that we're working with is an inclusive menorah lighting for peace. So we want everyone in the community to feel welcome. And that's really a part of the mission of Woburn Welcomes, is to, speak for all of our neighbors, whatever background or group they might represent, and to help everyone to, feel welcome and a part of the community and be able to, participate in celebrations and significant moments together.
Excellent. And the day and time for those folks who want to mark their calendar, remind us. Emily,
it's coming up. Thanks. Yes, it's coming up this Thursday, December 14th. It will be at 6 p.m. On the Woburn Common. In amongst all the various holiday decorations, you will find the menorah, which our own Samantha Stone helped spearhead the purchase of for the city a few years ago. So we're really happy to continue that tradition. So that's this Thursday, 6 p.m. on the Common.
Yeah, it was my honor to help fundraise. Lots of people contributed in the community, and it was the first time we were able to have a menorah there. There was not a temple in Woburn, so there wasn't sort of a natural place to sponsor fundraising. And all those years of having many other things and many other holidays represented in Common, it was lovely to be able to help support folks and have that. Dale, I'd love to, just talk a little bit about the program for the evening and sort of the special things that we're doing to make it an inclusive interfaith service to make sure that we're honoring that important word, peace.
So we're hoping this year to do things a little differently than in past years and a little differently as compared to how other communities may do this. And we decided to make this an inclusive menorah lighting for peace. We want to bring in the entire community with a focus on adding more light into the darkness. I think both literally and figuratively, there is too much darkness in the world right now. And this is a beautiful holiday to help bring more light to the world collectively and also to our lives as individuals. So just a little background on Hanukkah is it's an 8-day holiday. And historically, it really celebrates the rededication of an ancient temple that was destroyed. And the story behind it is that there was only enough oil to last one night in order to clean up and rededicate the temple, but miraculously it lasted for 8 nights. And so that's why you have the 8 candles on the menorah. What we're using this year is we're basing our ceremony off of a piece that is put out by the Society for Humanistic Judaism, and it's called the 8 Lights of Hanukah. And what it really is more of a modern day representation for what the lights and what the menorah can represent to all of us. So each candle would have a meaning. The meanings are reason, self-esteem, courage, freedom, love, loyalty, generosity, and hope. And we're asking people from the community to come with those values in mind and to help us light this as a community. We've got some great guests from the city, and I won't spoil all the surprises, but we've got some students from the high school, from the Spectrum Club and from the Embrace Club that are helping us to light. We have various faith leaders from across our community. We've got some elected officials, and then we're also hoping just to have as many children as possible, because when we think about hope and we think about light, I think we can all agree that generally the children in our lives help to add that. So I really hope that you'll see a different type of ceremony and one that's very meaningful.
Well, I'm so appreciative that you've reached out to people in the Jewish community and outside of that to participate in the service, because that's what this is really all about, is bringing that light and hope and togetherness. Children have always been so fun to watch at this. This has always been a place where children can have some fun and be festive and thoughtful as well. Anything special planned for how they will be participating this time?
So the one of the last candles we are going to reserve for the children. And what we're hoping is that all children, not just Jewish children, not just our children, but any child that's there, anyone who feels like a child and has that spirit, to come up together and light that as a group. We'll also have some songs, we'll have some crafts and handing out some dreidels, hopefully some stickers. We just want folks to come and just really enjoy the night and celebrate together as a community. I think
there's definitely been spontaneous dancing in the past by children. Yes. So I'm sure we'll look. Now, it may just be because it's really cold out and they're trying to stay warm, but whatever the cause, it's always a really wonderful thing to see.
Either way, whether they're trying to keep warm or they're truly dancing, I'll take whatever. I'm hoping the weather's going to hold out. I'm really glad we didn't do it last night where a lot of communities got rained out. So Thursday night, so far looks dry. It'll be chilly, so bundle up. But I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, thank you so much for everyone who's been involved in sponsoring and supporting and who will be coming to speak and join the community. I hope lots of folks are able to come out. And, you know, we're hardy New Englanders. We can bundle up and bring umbrellas and hats and gloves if we need to. And maybe it'll be nice and warm. And either way, it'll be a lovely chance to include many different faiths in the community and bring some light to it. So thank you so much, Emily and Dale, for joining me today.
Thank you.
Next up, I am thrilled to welcome a new business, and I always have fun doing that. Pacita and Daniel, welcome.
Hello. Hello.
So I have to tell you, I'm intrigued by the combination of tea and absinthe. So tell us how this came to be.
Well, the reason why tea and absinthe is that they're both different ways of enjoying yourself, and they take, they're slow. They take time, and there's a ritual. And it really lets you sit back and enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment rather than just trying to rush through everything as fast as possible.
You know, this time of year, it's very tempting to rush through things because we are so busy and there's so many extras, and they're supposed to be fun and relaxing and wonderful. But sometimes I think we have so many competing time constraints that we forget that. So this is a lovely way of doing that. Now, you've just opened a showroom in Woburn. Tell us about the location.
We're in Cummings Office Park, right across from the Staples in the 800 building. And our room is 3650. But most of the year we travel around to different conventions where we go sell our tea. So this time of year we're kind of stationary.
Actually home for a little while.
Actually home. So we opened our showroom for about a month in the holiday season.
Oh, I love that. I love think of it as like a pop-up experience just in time for home. Now, tell us a little bit about your beverage selections. Tell us about the teas, and then tell us about the other stuff that you offer. I see lots of beautiful things in the background.
Yeah, so we have roughly 40 flavors right now. Everything from black tea, green tea, a lot of herbals. In fact, one of our collections is our non-cafe collection. So for people that don't want to do caffeine or have a more relaxed time. And yeah, we sell lots of tea in all kinds of sizes.
Now, you also have the liquor that you sell. Tell us a little bit about how to enjoy that in this festive season. I know some people might be very familiar with it, but I think a lot of people aren't.
Well, absinthe is a liqueur that was very popular in France about 100 years ago. But about a decade ago, they finally made it not illegal in the United States anymore. And we don't actually sell the alcohol ourselves, especially traveling all around the country. Liquor licenses are a thing. But we do have barware and accessories, including like absinthe spoons and glasses.
This particular spoon is actually a historical reproduction by Toulouse-Lautrec.
I love that. That's such beautiful things. So let's say somebody comes and they pick up a couple of lovely spoons and glassware from you, and they pick up some of the liquor and stuff. How would you serve it? Like in your holiday? Maybe it's more of I got to get through this holiday dinner, and while I love the people there, I might need a little thing to relax me.
So the process, which is actually a process, is most absinthe classes will have some sort of a dose line, so you know how much to put in. And so you put in an ounce of your alcohol, and then very slowly drip ice water on top of it. And that's usually, roughly 3 to 5 parts water to 1 part absinthe. But it's always to taste. And the reason why the funny shaped spoons are because traditionally, if you want to make it even a little sweeter, you can put a sugar cube on top. Now, your 2 ingredients other than sugar are alcohol that doesn't dissolve sugar very well, and ice water, which if you've ever tried putting sugar in iced tea, doesn't dissolve very well. So your best bet is to slowly drip the water onto your sugar cube as it goes in. And that gives it its best chance to dissolve. And then when you're done, just give it a little swirl. And you're ready to drink.
I love the ceremony of that. That is really fun. Tell us a little bit about any holiday specials or anything you have going in for folks who might pop by the showroom and check it out.
Well, because we mostly travel around the country for the better part of the year, we have some things that we don't bring to our shows and we don't have on our website. In this little corner over here, we have a bunch of clearance, some teapots and things. Diffusers, lots of fun little things that we don't carry at our shows and we don't have on the website. So it's a chance for people to come and touch things as opposed to just click on online through them.
I love it. Now, what's your favorite tea, Pacita? And then Daniel, I'm going to ask you the same question. Do you have a favorite?
My goodness. They're all my children. So I can't play favorites too much. It depends on my mood, really. Whether it's going to be something a caffeinated, like a black tea, or something that's more herbal, and relaxing. But we have a whole selection. See, which one of his right now? we have Halloween Town because we just had Halloween, and it's really fun because it's not like a pumpkin spice. It's more like drinking a sweet potato pie.
Ooh, that is like, what a lovely after dinner tea to have. That sounds lovely.
Yeah.
So Daniel, what about you? What's one of your favorite teas?
So the one that I've drunk absolutely the most of in the shop is this one, The Road So Far. It's a blackberry maple black tea.
Ooh.
And it's just, yeah, I mean, for the last several years, it's not like I don't have a lot of option, but this has been my breakfast tea almost every day.
I love it. Well, I think this is wonderful. Welcome to Woburn. We're so glad you're here for the holiday season. I certainly encourage folks to go check it out. Also, you have a website that people can visit as well. And our producer will make sure to have that on the screen for those of you who are watching to check it out. Go tea is amazing. And I love the ceremony of a nice hot tea. For me is just, like little perfection. Sometimes it's to wake me up in the morning. Sometimes it's to calm me down because I've had a stressful drive, or that tea that you were talking about, the Halloween Town, that like maybe replaces dessert some days that I shouldn't eat dessert. So all wonderful things. Thank you so much for coming to our community and sharing a little bit about your business.
Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Woburn, as always, please continue to take good care of each other.